600 pips. This would actually kind of make me think that certainly a change is taking place, and this change could be just exactly what I need. However, if we look at the overall things, then it can at any point in time just move up. I just try to be perfect and catch up on anything. Now it just hit my stop loss, my trade has been killed, and that's that. I'm not having money. So the long term, the 2-hour trend would say this kind of movement of 5 minutes where you see a couple of $100 or $100 going down doesn't mean anything. It has to be a kind of a never-ending trend where you see these kind of blips consistently over and over and over and over, and you shouldn't trade these out. However, a question is, where is the stop loss? Where is the indication that there won't be a 2-hour uptrend? There won't be such a thing, that it's over, that if I want to be in the money, I need to change my direction and stop taking the loss. You see, if I be doing this, then these trends right here won't mean anything. Eventually I see that without knowing what's going to happen, trading short term isn't going to cut it. I have to choose a direction. I have to know how much money am I going to put into this. Before I wanted to say, I need to know how much am I going to lose and change my direction. So right here it was at 288, it goes down to as low as 75, and that wasn't enough. You see, it's bouncing back. So this is a stalemate right here. This is like a blob that is a money sink. Trading through these, you see, I'm always would be trying to catch up to the top from which everything is gonna go up. However, nothing's working out so far. I'm not choosing an order because I don't see anything here taking shape. Nothing showing me on 1 minute. Let's see what's happening. All in all, it looks like it was moving down a lot. Now it's recovering on other charts. However, on my 1 minute chart, so far nothing's happening. Nothing's happening. Nothing's taking shape for like, what, 15 minutes? Damn, that's 20 minutes or so. And this is exactly what I'm talking about. This is the danger zone. The danger zone where it's best to keep your shit like that. If you're not trading long term, obviously that's the best way of trading. Just buy it or sell it and keep it. However, if I'm day trading, this is a minefield. This is like the battle. This is like the trench warfare. This is like a car crash. This is where I'm going to die if I'm going to trade this. There were so many directions. Look at that. 2 charts went down, shorted. 2 charts went up, buy it. More went down than went up, shorted. So many candles went up, buy it, and now it's going down. 2 candles, 2 candles, 1 large candle, eventually 2 large candles combined, and then the opposite. So this is a sink. This is bad. Money sink, so that's pretty much pouring money into the sink, turning tap on, and just kind of thinking that the money is going to disintegrate eventually right there in those pipes. The water's gonna flush it down, and you'll never see that paper again. So, in 2014, oil crashed. Oil crashed to $26 on this exchange. Right there. From relative high of 107. Its total high was 114. That's a lot. And it's getting stable at around 50. If somebody would ask me, make up a reason for this, I would say that in 2014 I'd say the people of the world, or the people with the money, realized that electric cars and electricity is going to take over fossil fuels, oil, and if automobiles are not going to use gasoline, then we don't need oil at such a massive price. It used to be. It's going to be nearly useless. Everybody's going to use it just for plastic or some other means, you know, and it's probably going to be reduced to like maybe 2% of its total use that it's currently being used, you know. It's probably all going into the oil, where a billion cars driving every day use oil, and now electricity will do it. Electricity will be the fuel, and they just probably kind of sold it and made everybody buy and sell cheap oil, and we see what happens. Nothing really happened. You see, these kind of things can spark a war. There are countries out there in the world that depend solely on cheap oil, and what if somebody just says one day that no, you can't sell your oil for $100, you have to sell it for 26, so that means your people will starve, your funding will go down 4 times. Everything that you're doing right now is going to stop. You'll have to work it out somehow. Nobody's going to care about you anymore because you're out of money. And what does that mean? That means that country has to decide if they want to live without money in poverty, or do they want to start a war, because they can do that. So they can just nuke somebody, you know, and that's over. It's over. It could happen. War starts for various reasons, you know, like we need more land, or for example, we won't be nobody, we won't, you know, starve or whatever. We either live prosperous or we go to war, and that could happen. However, in this case, as you can see, all went down sharply. However, nobody started wars, nothing happened, everybody kind of survived this, and the oil price is at around 58, which isn't that bad, considering that it was at 26. Once again, I don't see any kind of a proper trend. However, I expect it's going upwards. As you can see, I could have held it where I had it previously out there when I said that it's probably gonna go up no matter what, and that's exactly what's happening here. It will certainly go down, but that can kind of scare the account of losing 200 if I'm wrong. However, does this mean that a trend has been established? Does this mean that it's certainly going to go up no matter what? I have no doubts that this does not mean anything. However, let's see if I'm in the money right now. It looks like so far I have $4 or 4 units of money. I like to call them dollars, euros, money, whatever. It does not define. It just could be assumed it's dollars because it's Bitcoin USD. However, it doesn't really matter. But I guess it's dollars, obviously. But not distinguishing it. Yeah, it looks like at least I'm a little bit high up. Nothing special just yet. Let's wait a little while longer. As you can see, I was going up for a bit, and then one little hit right here just pushed me back. And so far, it will look like this is a nice trend going onwards. However, this trend right here is going for some time, but it's not showing any kind of potential that is movement like this right here. It can always obviously go down with these very short candles, even with large ones, it can move not that much, but this isn't bad. It's going from 853 to 600. I'm not saying thousands because I just don't want to say like 16,322 to 15,233. Just gonna take so long to say everything when I don't really need it. I just need the last three numbers, and it doesn't jump through the thousands. So, however, you know, when somebody is looking at it and knows the exact Bitcoin price, it may not really sound correct enough. It doesn't sound right if it's wrong. As you can see, it's kind of scaring it. Like, bam, we'll show you you're out of cash, right? It went so much down, like this. Boom, -10. And you for the last 4 minutes was looking at the profit. Let us read one of these articles here. So, Coinbase Bitcoin Cash market is back online. The digital asset exchange run by Coinbase has resumed trading of Bitcoin Cash hours after its initial and tumultuous effort to launch a market for the breakaway currency. So, Bitcoin Cash is one of the currencies out there that has split from the Bitcoin that we're currently trading. Trading was halted abruptly last night after Bitcoin Cash, which broke away from the main Bitcoin blockchain last month, was listed on GDAX. In a few minutes that trading was accessible, the price shot as high as 9,500, a level that represented a large premium over other exchanges. Oh wow. Let's look at it. Bitcoin Cash chart. Let's see what was going on there that the trading has been suspended. So let's go into 1 day. Oh, look at this. It got wiped out here. Wow, it went down to 11,000 and then moved back to 1,400. So anybody that shorted this position of Bitcoin Cash on that exchange was probably in a margin call, and that's why they stopped it, because so many people went in the margin call. Look at that. That's just insane. Bam, everybody bought it and then like everybody sold it at the same time. Let's see just how long this lasted, this spike. It looks like the spike didn't last it for a very long time. Right there. Let's see if 1 minute actually has it. It looks like 1 minute does not have it, I suspect. But 30 minutes has it here. So what you had to do here, I guess, is that you just, when it opened at 5 o'clock, you had to buy it with a take profit number somewhere around the top, and when it shoots up, probably the sell it after taking profit option had to trigger, and you had the money in your account. However, I don't know if that would work. Maybe that would have never triggered anyway. I don't know. I've never been in this kind of a situation before, but we see that anybody that shorted it got wiped out. Now that we know that, we see that Bitcoin Cash has moved up quite a bit in value already, 300% or so, as you can see, from 1,200 to 4,300. That's not bad, not bad at all. So Bitcoin Cash, Bitcoin Gold, it looks like Bitcoin Gold is not on the exchanges yet. Oh no, that wasn't the actual thing I was going for. So Bitcoin Cash, and it doesn't really kind of tell me right there. Bitcoin Cash 3000 BCH USD. A similar thing happened with one of these right here, where it went up in price, for example here, and went down to 90. However, look at this fall. It's like unclear how much it was. Yeah, it's clear now. It went from opening 20 to low of 190 at the very beginning, and this is where you have to kind of buy it and start cashing out at some points, especially when it was reaching hundreds. Furthermore, that's that these were kind of very dangerous ones. So yeah, it's going up. Our trend is there. We have some money. However, I'm not going to weigh this all the way through. I'm taking the money, taking the profit with myself. That's all.